Hello guys, happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. I love you, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Many days you guys have been one of the reasons why I got out of bed, because life's tough sometimes, and I really truly appreciate you. Thank you for the PMs, thank you for comments, thank you for the likes, thank you for being here, thank you for watching. Thank you for being amazing. We're gonna do, speaking of Valentine's Day, so we're gonna play with book pages, we're gonna play with cards, we are gonna play with scrap paper, we're gonna play with a lot of stuff today. But first, we're gonna go over today's 14 decluttered items. Give me a sec. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so first thing is these. Can you please explain why they have to make them this thick? Because, I mean, I would reuse this, but I feel it takes unnecessary big space in storage. So I'm not going to reuse this one. It's going to go in the plastic recycling. And then we have two things we're going to play with today. And it's these two. Because I have a lot of packaging that I saved just to be able to do fun things with. And I hope we will have time. If not, I do it in a separate video. So there we have three things. Then we have a pair of earrings that's gonna go up for sale, and another pair of earrings, and I have something similar up, but this pair is not up. And then we have some more earrings, dingle dangle, and guess what, more earrings, and more earrings again, black and white this time. And then we have, like I said yesterday, another 5-pack of postcards. We're gonna keep playing with postcards today because there's so much you can do with them. Whee! Even postcards you hate or don't like, or you know, stuff like that. And one of my rules was to count, if I'm getting rid of or using papers, I have to use 10 in order to count them as one, because I have a ton of papers of different kinds. So I did a little cleaning. So I started to find the ugly scrapbook paper that, well, I shouldn't call them ugly. It's not to my taste. Let's put it that way. And then I started to find more papers, and I figured let's put together. So I have here 2 packs of 20 papers in each, and it's kind of a mixed. I can show you this one. It's a mix between book pages. It's vintage. It's antique. It's new. It's just kind of fun stuff to use when you're crafting. So I'm gonna put these up for sale. This is the one that I really love, these papers, but I have more than enough for myself too, and I'll manage without it. I just wanted to add some extra stuff apart from papers I don't. This is not a fan of. I'm not a fan of this one. This is the background, however, and I like that part. So I put in some of this. They're different, both of them are different, but they are similar. So this is what's in it, and this is a double thing with birds, and we have some papers here. So that is one of them. Oops, sorry, that might have been loud. I'm sorry. I have a box here where I put the stuff that I have decluttered. So these counts as 4 because there's 20 in each, and 10 is 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So we have that. And then this one is gonna leave me, only because I have plenty, and I'm gonna have a lot more, and I think it's pretty, and I'm gonna put it up. You know, maybe someone wants it. So I'm actually gonna put this one up for sale too. So I'm gonna put away the stuff that's gonna go for sale, and also this one that's gonna go for recycling. We're keeping the cards and these on the desk for now, and I'm just gonna put this stuff away. Okay, so let's see, which way should we go over just quickly what we did yesterday. So yesterday we did these, where we covered one side with lined paper and one side with kind of collage, or scrap busting, I don't know, and then cut them in half, rounded the corners, and we have a great base for making journaling cards or tags or something similar. And what we made was, from the cut down parts, are, oops, sorry, these two. So we made these two, and we also cut down to 4. So this is 1 card, and we cut it down into 4. So the top parts we kept as kind of looking like postcards. We have line backs, and on this one I took a longer paper and I just folded it, so we get a little extra fun thing there. But otherwise they look like little small postcards. I like that. Then we have one that we covered in fabric and sewed around the edge, so it looks like that. And then we have this one that we did little collage. We grabbed one of our scrap rolls, I guess scrap rolls, snippet rolls, I don't know what to call them, and just added some decorations and inked the back. So, and on top of that we took 2 cards that we glued scraps on one side, and we glued a single paper on the back, and then we made Easter cards just like that. So old postcards, and I mean, this is kind of the projects that are amazing if you have written cards, because they hide the writing completely. That's perfect. Today we are gonna play with cards and book papers, and we're also gonna play some more with cards, because there are so much more you can do with them. So actually, let's start with the cards alone. I'm just putting some stuff aside here. So one of the things that you can do with cards is to just use your, I held them in my hand just now, there. Just use your dies. You can use your dies. So here I used this and this and this at the same card. There are a few things you can think about. So when you do a heart, you might want to check what's in what. If you do something with a big surface, I should say, you might want to choose where you put it, kind of think about what it would look like. Maybe something like that would be very Caribbean style, so you can see the coconuts, you can see the leaves, and you can see the sky. That's pretty. For this one I chose to do the floor here, and that gave me, oh, I have so many things to show you. I went to this heart. That's pretty, huh? And if you have very like places like this, you might want to use something like this that have a lot of holes in them, because then you don't see much of the scenery, but it gives it a color pop. So this one I put up here. That's that one. And the kitty cats, they are kind of small, so they kind of fit everywhere. So if you have like smaller die cuts, so let me show you some of the kitty cats here. I actually did 2 postcards, so I did this one too. And since the postcards are kind of thick, they are now amazing stencils. So we're going to use them as stencils, these 2 today, among other things. So let me just show you some of these postcard cats. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Let me just put them up. Those look pretty good, huh? And if you ink the edges or go around the edges too with like a fine liner when you glue them in, it's also pretty awesome. So I have this page here, and it has kind of a blue stuff, so maybe we grab a blue kitty cat. Yeah, and just like that. And then you can go around it, you can draw on it, you can do whatever, or you can glue them in on the other way around if you want to, and color it in. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Now you can do this with old photos too that you don't like, or maybe you bought like, it's really static everything. I can't this is stay down. So you can do this with photos too. I have multiple that I have done with photos, and just kind of, if you use something that has a bigger surface, then think about the placement. So maybe do a circle or a heart or a star, whatever. You have something bigger, then maybe look at the image and see where it fits the most. But for things like these butterflies that has a lot of holes, doesn't really matter. It just gives it a bit of color, but you can't quite, maybe if you look really close and study it, you can see that is a cart, one of those zipline carts. I don't know what it's called in English. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, and especially if you have smaller stuff. And that was the die cuts. So for the next one, I had 3 of these cards, and I figured let's do 3 different things with them. So let's start with this, and I'm gonna use punches for this one. So I really like the flowers here, and I think that will be too small. I think that one will be perfect. So I'm pushing it in, and there you have a little nice flower decoration. How pretty is that? That's pretty. That's pretty. And also, if you have a punch like this, something similar, something that you can make tabs with. There are different types of these. So maybe I want to do, so I'm kind of checking what's visible. I'm thinking more down here will be perfect. Like, ooh, so I get a lot of strap. It's a bit tricky. Yeah, there we go. This one is tough to punch. And normally I put it down on the desk or something, but now I want to show you. So here I have this tab, and then you just kind of score here and fold it up. And you can, this one, actually, I'm going to show you something else. Let me grab my scissor. So I'm just going to go like that, because this is so stiff. You can easily put this as a tab on its own. You don't have to fold it. And sometimes it can be better if you cut it in half and glue it like this if you want to have image on both sides. But with this, you can use a thinner one for this side, like, oh, I actually accidentally stopped the video instead of just start recording again. So if you have something thinner like this, let me just turn the lights on. It's still full light outside, but yeah. So for this one, you can oh, sorry, a bit messy. I'm a bit stressed. Tech isn't working the way it should. There. So you can put a thinner one on this side, and you can have like pretty, like that on that side. And that works fine. And for this one, like that. And on the other side, that. So you can write here, or you can put name tags or something in here too. But postcards are amazing, and you can freehand some tabs too. Now this tab punch I like, because you see these, and they are also really pretty. Got my scissor upside down and everything. I'm just how do you like that? So this little thing that's left over is also a really great tab. I usually cut off this part here because it's gonna get bent anyway, so I kind of do that. But I still think it's very pretty, and I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna fix that. Now this is ready to glue into a page. There, it's a nice little tab. So you can use quite a lot of them. Where shall I put this? Let's put it there. Then we have our small punches. Many of us have them, and these you can kind of just punch anywhere, because the butterflies static, it's getting stuck everywhere. These you can't really tell what it is, but it gives a bit of fun not texture. Not texture. What's the word I'm looking for? Visual interest. Let's put it that way. Wow, sounds fancy. There. Or if you don't like that side, you can always glue them down like that and draw on them. So it makes it more versatile. And this is one of my favorite punches. It's getting dull. Also, another thing with this little guy here, and then you grab your hole puncher, and you use the hole that you use, the one that you use the most, and then you just make a hole in the middle, like so. Something. No, I didn't really check if I was in the middle, but something similar. This one is so dull. There we go. And now you have a hole reinforcer. And you can put it that way if you want to. You can paint it, you can color it in, you can, and obviously with all of these tricks that I'm showing you now with the punching and the cutting, I'm sorry. Oh goodness. Okay, so I had a little pause there. I kind of lost where I was. Yes, so with all of this, we can also use the book pages and just glue on glue book page on here, and you get totally different results, but it's very stiff and very durable. It's awesome. I think my favorite is still to do collage on them, but they're also really fun to use with everything. Now we're gonna do a little quick thing here. So I'm gonna punch 2 of these circles. Oh, what happened to my voice? Hi. And we get 2 people there standing on the balcony. There. And we got those. And I'm gonna put them like that. Let me grab some scrap paper. And I punched out some more circles. They're white on the back and they look like this on this side. So there are 2 ways you can do this. One I have done a few times where I glue every page down. So I've done that a few times, but so we're going to do it slightly differently. So I have to think, I want this as a front and this as a back, like so. And then we make a little hole here where there. Sorry, lost my punch, and I'm gonna be a bit violent here for a moment. Oh goodness, this one is even having jagged edges. It's really time for a new one. But I got through it eventually, and not the prettiest job I ever done, but I got through it. Now at this stage you can do a few things. Either you can use string or yarn or something and put around here. You can use what are they called, jump rings, but I'm gonna smack one of these through like that, and I had it there right in front of me. Just blind a bit today. Or my little gnomes in the house is out to play. So this one I like because it shows how to put it, but it's worthless because the whole taking part always breaks. So I'm never buying this specific one again. I do need something that can set eyelet. So now we have a little booklet. And I mean, it all depends on what postcard you have. And someone showed me, because I have been doing those gluey things, and she did a scoring line here, so it always kind of opened at the same place. I'm not too bothered about that, but yeah, now you have a little notebook. You can just put some string on there, you can do whatever. Yeah, score line is maybe good. I don't mind. There we go. And I'm gonna do this one. You know, the same. There we go. So now these can open very easily. So where do we go from here? Okay, so next thing, now we've done the punching and we've done the die cutting and all of that. So now we're gonna do fun part. We're gonna cut. So next thing, I'm kind of looking at this, and I still really like those flowers. So I want to use them, and I'm gonna cut away this white part because I don't want that. There. So now I have this, and I want to use that. And something that I use a lot of in all my journals is pockets. So I could cut off and do like a straight one, but I kind of like following what's there. So I'm gonna go and make a fun pocket, kind of funny pocket, not a funny pocket, but a fun pocket, and a different pocket, an enjoyable pocket, like that. And another thing that's really looking good. Do I have some scrap here? Yeah, I do. Over there. Gimme. Not exactly the type of scraps I was looking for, but it works. So like that, and you have a really pretty pocket, right? And you can always go around it. And a thinner lace. Now I have a lot of small journals, so that's why I'm making a small one. You can make it bigger. You can take different parts of it. Also, another thing, I'm going to bring back the punch, but I'm grabbing the bigger one. I'm grabbing my bigger thingy. I'm actually gonna go as far this way as I can without going off, so I'm gonna do that. Good thing about the circle, it doesn't matter what angle you go in, because you can always turn it the right way. Round pockets are really fun to play with. So the way I use round pockets, either I take a lot of round parts and glue them together. I have that in some flip through somewhere, not sure which one I did it in, but you can do maybe like that. You can let some parts hang out, and that way it also works as a tab. Oops, now it's slid back in again. It also works like a tab, so you can see it from other sides, and you can decorate that with other things. But you also have a nice corner pocket, so you glue it like an L. So you glue there, and just put that on, and you have a nice pocket. So that's one thing with the punches. Also, oh, my card might be missing. Found it. Also, you can obviously make pockets the regular way, kind of like a straight, like that. Now I'm making small ones because I have a lot of small journals on the way. And we can make a bigger round there, like that. Maybe we should round these small ones too, make it look a bit more civil. And you put it in your journal just like that. You can put fun stuff in there. I'm gonna actually do that because it looked nice. Then on top of all of that, we have already, I'm gonna cut away this part, so it's gonna do one more thing with our little cards here. So again, my trash bin is kind of full here. I need to found it. I was looking for my ruler. You can also play with what it looks like, kind of like we did yesterday with the cards, but for tags. So I'm gonna go full height here, and it's not gonna be super straight knowing myself, but somewhat anyway. Come on, like that. And I'm gonna need to freshen up that edge a bit. Yeah, kind of like that. And what else do I want? I know I want those flowers. That's a pretty one. So is that straight-ish anyway? Like so. And like so. And like so. There. And then we have this. So all of these three works as good tabs. Probably gonna use those two, but this one works too. Or if you don't like the image, you can always glue stuff on top of it like we did yesterday. And now, since we're doing not tabs, tags, I am, could either use, like, you can measure this if you want to. I'm gonna try this one. I usually don't succeed that well with doing this, but let's try it. Yeah, good enough. And it was kind of a nice angle, so let's keep going with that angle. Hang on, that way. I got confused. What direction? One direction. Oh, never mind. Why am I having so many in my hand? One is enough. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Yeah, this is where I usually end up, just fiddling. Goes faster to just cut it freehand. And going that way. I don't think well. And we're waving it over, and we're going this way. There we go. So now we have 3 tags ready to, either if you don't like the front, just decorate it, cover it up with something. Or you can do lined papers on the back. You can, you know, hand-dyed paper, book pages, whatever you want to do. So now we have little tags. I'm not going to bother making holes because no, that was dull. And is there any way you can sharpen these? This one is never mind. So now we made oh, and another one, last one before we move on to book pages with cards. So if you have something like this, and you might like this part here, you can always cut that part out, and you can use that as a pocket, as a decoration. You can also paint on it. That's another one. So maybe you want to do like a night skyline. Just paint it black or cover it in a black paper. And then you have a skyline. And I mean, if you look at this way, you can kind of see it, right? However, if you're going to use something like this as a pocket, just be mindful. These can be, depending on the card. This is kind of a thick card, so I think this will work to have a fun pocket this way. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm coughing like crazy. And now you have these leftover parts, and you can punch stuff, you can cut stuff, you can make those little cards that we did yesterday. I mean, this will still kind of look good if we make something like that out of this part here. So postcards, even if you don't like the card looking at it like this, you can still make a lot of fun things. Moving on from that, let me put stuff aside. Goodness, this is kind of a lot. So we have punches, we have die cuts, little kitty cat die cuts, heart die cuts, we have page tabs, and you can, I mean, you can free cut this. You don't need to have a tab punch. You can just free cut some tabs or something to put on the edge. They work really well because they're so stiff. We have little pockets. We have round circles that we can use for pockets, journal covers, cards. I mean, a round card works fine too to have in your journal. We have little decorations. We have little booklets. We have tags. And we have pocket or skyline or decorations, what you want to do with that. That was quite a lot, but we're not done. We're not done. Because yesterday I grabbed the book pages and started playing. And I glued them onto 3 cards. Come here, come here, come here. That's too far away. Too far away. There we go. So 3 cards. This one I did die cut out of. Just to see if my cuts will go through. And they did. They did. And this is really stiff and nice. So I can use this as is for a Valentine's card. This is perfect. And this one is an amazing template because it's very thick. Or I can use it as is and make kind of little shaker box or something, because that's awesome. This is very thick because it's hand-dyed paper, it's a postcard, and then a book page. So this is kind of thick. But speaking of postcard and Valentines, so I'm gonna put this one aside for now. There's a lot of ideas here, and I'm not sure which order to take them. Book pages, also awesome for die cuts. Now these can be used, the leftovers, it's one page, can be used as is, because this will be also, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, awesome for decorations on a page or a card. Let's say something like that. Now you can't really see the background here, but you know, you get the gist. Especially if you have a different color paper like black or green, or I keep saying green because I love green. Who knew? I love green. These dogs, where are my dogs? Come here, doggies. There you are. Oops. Craft lunch, just a small one, nothing big. These are actually dogs. Look at that. How cute are they? This is awesome decoration. And with the book pages, I also did die cut the little kitty cats. So now I have a lot of kitty cats. We have butterflies, both the ones with like that. And I can't find the frame for this. The frame is gone, and the frame for this one is also gone. And I really would love to have those frames. But yeah, this one breaks so easily. I don't make that one a lot because it annoys me. I do have the frame for the big one though. So this is nice, and you can glue other stuff. You can write on this. You can, you know, this one is nice, so usable. Anyway, so book pages. Don't forget your book pages when you're punching, when you're crafting. Book pages, yay, love them. And again, you can use the remains. So I mean, I can cut around here. You see me use some of them with black paper. And yeah, putting those aside. Now we're working with hearts. It's Valentine's Day. So I punched a whole bunch of different sizes. Not punched, die cut. And that means we have stuff like this we can use. We can use them for templates. These are kind of fragile, so I don't know how well they will work for. They're thick and sturdy, but also fragile. Old paper are fun. Interesting. So if you're mindful when you punch stuff out, you can use the parts that you have punched from, if that makes sense. So these are not scraps, these are usable things, usable decorations. Another thing that we talked about earlier was also paint on your book pages to make little fun stuff. Now these are two cards that hand-dyed paper on the back and a book page on the front. So I figured let's make 3 Valentine's card from these. And for these I am gonna use watercolor. You can use crayon. Here's another heart. I keep finding hearts. Nice. So I'm gonna use watercolor paint. I was about to say paper. Paint for these. And put stuff away. I don't understand why I have such a mess. So I'm grabbing some water. Water. Oh, I struggle. I'm gonna spray these. I'm gonna do it off camera. Oh, and another thing we did was hole reinforcers. Yes. And I mean, hole reinforcers doesn't have to be round. You can cut out a little square or triangle or just any shape that's bigger than the hole and make a hole. So yeah. Ooh, look at that. I accidentally dropped a cat in my, oh, you poor little kitty. If it had been like any other paper, it would have been totally destroyed. We'll see what happens to it. No, it's a postcard, so it kind of, and here we have it. Yay. You know what I'm gonna do today? I need to do some serious cleaning after we're done. That's what I'm gonna spend the rest of the day doing, because my house and especially my craft desk right now is chaos. It's like, I don't know how it gets this bad so fast. So what I'm gonna do, I might actually draw some hearts on here, I think. So I'm gonna use this one and just grab a little pen. Let me move stuff out of the way a bit. Let this work a bit. I put it aside and then it just falls back down on the desk. That's how messy it is. Go away, ruler. I put my ruler in the holder. So I'm gonna do this heart here. So I'm gonna do just a lot of different hearts. And I mean, if you don't have like a punch or die cut, you can just so easily just make a heart. Dropping stuff. I'm just grabbing a book page because I have a lot of them, and then I kind of check how big is my card. If you want to make like a big heart, that's what I'm talking about. If you want to make so you make kind of the paper the size, the maximum size. So now I know that my heart can't be bigger than this. It can't be bigger than that. And I'm gonna fold it in half. I mean, if you want to, you can cut off the folded in part, but you don't have to. So I'm gonna fold this in half, kind of. Then I'm just, either you can draw first, or you can just grab your scissor, and you start in an upward angle, and you go up, and you round it, and you go round. I'm gonna go a bit smaller there, and you go down, and you kind of do a little swoop like that. Zoop. Well, it depends on what kind of heart you want, but I'm doing a little bit of a swoop, and then because I like a long tail there, then you have a heart. And if you want to change something, like I wanted this to be more round, I prefer to cut it from this way, this direction. You do what fits your technique best. So that part is the one I wanted. There, now I have a heart I'm happy with. And obviously this can be used as a template if you want to, or that one. So this one you can, you know, color in or glue on to something, and you know, you have hearts. And you can make little tiny hearts. You can make a little heartstring. Grabbing a piece of paper, and I'm just gonna make small hearts, so I'm just gonna do it kind of small like that. I'm actually gonna grab my smaller scissor like that. I'm gonna cut this up just to make it easier to handle. So this will be half a heart, so that's the size I want. Let's do that so I get the lettering right way up, and I just round, and a little swoop. So I do that little trips. Remember to start upwards, like upwards there, or you won't have that little divot. So this one I can use, but I'm gonna make a little template kind of out of this and have multiple hearts in a row. And I don't think I'm gonna make them the same size though. I think they're all gonna be a little bit different. If you want to make them the same, you use this as a template and put it on here and cut after that one, if you want them all to be the same. And I'm gonna go, I said I was gonna make a smaller one, and then it kind of ended up the same size. So let's make a smaller one here. So I go around, and again I'm turning the paper, not the scissor, like that. Did a little double cut there, but yeah. And I want to make something a little bit smaller again, like that. Now let's make something a little bit bigger. Now you can make a lot of small hearts. I did not like that one. Anyway, and now we have this, And you can use it as a template, and you can paint, draw, do whatever you want to. I'm gonna paint a few, or sketch out a few hearts on actually this side. Yeah. So this is where I'm gonna sketch up a few hearts, and I'm gonna push in. And I'm gonna use maybe templates, maybe freehand. I'm grabbing this one. You can't really see the hearts, can you? Anyway, well, if you can't see them, I'm gonna pause you for a little bit. I don't know how well you can see that, but I have a ton of hearts here covering the whole page. So I started with a fine liner. Usually I go in with a fine liner afterwards, but then you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going in with the fine liner now. This is water soluble, so it's gonna smear when I do watercolor. But what I do is I find a heart like this one, and I follow it down. It's kind of tricky to do because I'm holding it. Why am I holding it in the air? I'm done. I can zoom in. And then when I get to another line, I check which heart is the biggest. So I'm keeping the smaller hearts at top. So this one is going here, and I'm checking that one's bigger, so this one will keep going and go up here. So that's that heart, and I keep going, and this one will be underneath, so it's going and coming here. Then I have another heart there that's smaller, so I'm gonna follow this line to where it leaves, and then it's coming up here. Oh, there we go. And there we have another line, but it's a bigger heart, so we keep going. And like that. And I outline them like this, and I'll be right back. Oh, you probably didn't see much of that. Let's do another one. So let's do here. So this heart here, it starts here, and I'm checking. See there, this heart here starts there like that. So I'm checking this heart is approximately a little bit bigger maybe. So I'm gonna put this actually on top. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna go over. I'm trying to check the screen so I'm here. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see the whole heart. I know it's very faint, but you're probably gonna. So this one goes down here. There I meet another line. See there? So I'm kind of checking. No, it's a bigger heart, so I'm gonna go over it, and so on. What you can otherwise do is you draw in all the big hearts and then keep doing the small ones on top. Now I'm checking, what's that? That's about the same size, so that one will be going over. So this will be a whole heart there. A whole heart there. And I'm gonna keep going like that. Obviously you don't need to use templates. You can freehand hearts too if you want to. I just find it easier because I have a tendency to get lost. Then you just pick your color. It doesn't have to be red or anything. It can be blue, it can be green, it can be purple, or any other color that you like. No, that's worse. I don't know how to give this a bit better. Maybe that way. So I just grabbed some paint on here, and I'm filling in the heart. And you can leave like little shine marks or anything, or you can go in afterwards and do other marks on them. But for now, I'm just putting some color down. Let's put the same in here. And if you put more water or less pigment, obviously it's going to be lighter. So I like watercolor because with the same like little paint color, you can get so many different variation. I can probably do the whole thing with the same paint if I wanted to. I think that would be kind of boring, so I'm gonna mix some paints and some stuff. But for now, I'm using, these are the same. This is just I have more pigment on here, and that one I have more water. So this will probably be dark one. No. Oh, I dipped another one. Okay, they're next to each other. Yeah, that's what happened when you're not really looking. So do you have any traditions for Valentine's Day, like something you do every year? I just think it's wonderful. Some people think it's just commercial and stuff like that, but for me, I think it's nice to have a special day to be reminded to actually express that you love people, because we are bad at that, and often forget, even though no matter how much we care, it's very easy to get stuck in like regular life and just kind of forget. Should we add something else? Let's go in with, let's do that and that. Need some more water. Let's see where we end up. I'm kind of mixing colors here at the side here. You can kind of see me at the corner here. There we go. And I'm going in here like that, because it's the same with Christmas. I like giving gifts, but for some reason I don't remember to give gifts rest of the year. I can sometimes have like, oh, I'm gonna give this to her and she will use this, or he will need this. I heard him talk about this or that, or you know, and I let's go in the background here. Let's kind of go there. It's little empty spaces. There are hearts behind, but you can't see the shape. So I'm gonna go here too, if I remember correctly. I raised the lines, so it's kind of there, like that. And I'm gonna go in here and do the same on this side. For me, it's easier to paint here because I put my hand in, since I'm left-handed, so you can always turn around. And that's why I don't go in and paint directly with this kind of stuff, because you know, I get confused. I get easily confused, like that. And let's just keep putting some paint down. This is so, I love doing this. I love painting, and just something simple like this, like mindfulness. It's like, don't have to focus too much on what you're doing. It's kind of joyful mindfulness. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Let's go in here with some blue. Maybe like that. And let's do this part here too. Just like that. Let's give that heart blue maybe. Maybe. And I mean, like I said, you can use the same paint to get very different outcome. So you could basically paint the whole thing. Now I'm picking up paint from this one because it's not 100% dry yet, and I'm coming in here with wet. Actually, I'm a bit surprised with the fine liner. It's not bleeding as much as I thought it would. I thought we were gonna have, oh, my stomach is growling. It's growling. I don't know why it's so loud today. Shush, tummy. Shush, your little tummy. Has no reason to. I've eaten. Hey, listen to me. I have eaten. I have eaten food. Yes. I'm gonna go in there maybe. Oh, I want to turn it around because I put my whole hand in there. Putting my whole hand in there. Can you see me? Yeah. I'm a bit worried when I forgot to check the screen because I found a new crafter. I don't know if I told you this. Swedish crafter, Annelies Journal, something like that, and she makes amazing stuff. She reminds me a lot of I lost the name. Your Creative Cove? The Creative Cove. Yeah, that's the word. The Creative Cove. That I keep talking about, Michelle. I love her stuff. And last night I couldn't sleep, and as I was waiting for the upload, this was before, but as I was waiting for uploads, I would check my Instagram, and Instagram suggested this account to me, and I went to check it out. I mean, journals, of course I have to check it out. And it was a Swedish crafter, Swedish journaling, junk journaling person, and she makes amazing things. I was really tired last night, so I only watched one of her videos, and then swiped through some of her shorts, and they were amazing. So if I remember, if I forget, let me know. If I remember, I will put her link down below, because she's Swedish and she makes amazing stuff. She had like these, she made the flowers and a lot of stuff like that. So many beautiful things. I also found, as I was scrolling shorts, you know what it's like, you kind of get stuck in it. Shall we mix? No, let's go in with that. Let's just do it. Let's do it. I'm not going to do it too strong. Let's go in here, maybe. Ooh. What was I saying? Got too stuck in the paint. Yeah, so I was scrolling shorts and I found this person who makes sketchbooks and like little relaxing sketchbooks ideas, and I figured we're gonna try some of them on book pages. I'm not sure if it's gonna be now during February or are we gonna go back to that. We'll see what happens the rest of the month, because my month is not planned out other than the decluttering, and I do that daily. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm kind of happy. I'm making some nice progress, and yeah, actually I think I have enough to do this little area here. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, like I said, you can use the same color, you can use only red colors, or maybe use like three shades of the same color. Shall we go in more with, no, I don't want to do, I'm going to do a really bright side here. Used a bit too much water. That's okay. Now, if you get a very wet spot, you can always take a piece of toilet paper or a rag or something and just dab on it to it and suck up most of it and redo it. That's how you erase stuff too. And this heart here, I'm kind of debating what to do. I don't know. Maybe we do something very, very red there, but we have that one. That's very red. Let's do this color up here instead. So there, this one. It's not really red. It's more kind of red magenta color with a bit of orange in, because I probably dipped in the wrong batch at some point. There we have a little bit, maybe there. I'm not sure where that one ends. Shall we add that to this little part here? There. Okay. And we do that, and we do mix it with what? Should we mix it with something else and see what we get? Just like that. See what this is. I don't know. Oh, nice. I like that. I saw someone, don't remember the name. Me and names, absolutely hopeless. But they were mixing, and they had like they had like two papers that were the same, and they kept testing on the other paper before they went on the real painting. And I thought, well, that's gonna change the color, because if I make that one now, this one here won't look the same if I do it with the same. I'm gonna do the top part here. So I'm not sure. I'm not good with painting. I just really, really, truly enjoy it. It is fun. It is fun, and that's kind of the point, isn't it? Let's add some of that just for, you know, let's do a little, I want a little bit more of that and a little bit more of that. See where we end up, and that is a very strong color, so I just need a little bit. And I'm going to do this. There we go. So I have a bit of orange, I have a little bit of blue, I have a little bit of magenta, and lots of water. There we go. I like that. And the fun part, if you don't over mix the colors, you kind of get different shades in different area. So like if you have a very wet heart, for example, you can dip in another color in there. Let's add a lot more water to this heart here. And it is so much fun to play with colors. Colors and paper. Yay! Makes me happy. And it's also very relaxing. It is all of those things. There, that one is very wet now, and I'm just grabbing a little bit of the other color, and you kind of put it in, and it gives it a bit more shade. Kind of. There. Now it's really warping because it's so wet. There. What do we want to do up there? We have 2 hearts left. Yee! I like this. Shall we do maybe pure magenta or whatever this is? Let's do it on this heart. Turn it upside down again. Yeah, let's make this. Woot, woot. So when I put my paintbrush down, it's gonna spread a bit. So I don't put it straight to the edge. I put it down and then move it to the edge. So I put it down and I move it to the edge. There. And there. And I mean, the fewer hearts you make, I mean, you can leave some unpainted too to give a contrast. Like that. And for it not to be a line, I kind of go in and smoosh here, so I don't get like a thick line there. And we get a bit of that. There we go. There, something like that. So what are we going to do with the last one? Let's add in more blue. This, let's see. Oh, that's very dark. Let's do, oops. There, maybe. Let's use that. And yeah. And I have a piece of hair there. It's easier to pick stuff. No, it's still there. It's still there. Easier to pick up with toilet paper, but obviously now that I'm painting, it's not here. Well, let's leave. It's a cat hair. A little bit of cat hair. I get a ton of those. Ton of cat hair. There we go. And now I picked up a bit of orange from that heart, but it doesn't matter. It just gives it a little bit more of a shade down there. Now you can go in and do shadows or something, but I'm going to go in with the fine liner. I just need this to dry first. So we're going to put this aside for a while. And then we're going to hop into this one. So for this one, it's kind of plain background. Oh, I got some extra glue there. Don't need that. There we go. So, and we have this one. Now for this one, we're not going to paint the heart right there. We're going to paint these hearts and glue them on here. So let's get some hearts painted. More cat hair. There we go. So on this one, we're gonna have some fun with, I think. So let's see if I can do this. So I'm grabbing this little, some kind of red, and we're gonna do a little like that, and let's do a little like that, and let's do a little something like that. Does this look anything like a flower? I don't know. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I'm making a flower. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Yeah, she was making envelopes with flowers that Anneli journals. Journaling. Journal. I don't remember the channel name. Oh, sorry. Let's make kind of one of these purple ones. So I'm just did it, and we do go the other way, and we do another little dottle. Not dark, not strong enough. Let's do that, and we do. I need more paint. Come on, give me more paint. There. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And there. And we kind of have there. And I want to do another one. Probably not going to be the same color because I need to mix new. Because I ran out. There. Let's make some more. And we do a little C, kind of a wobbly C. Can you see? There. There. A wobbly C, and we do a wobbly C the other way. And then we skip a little bit and do another kind of wobbly C, and we do a little bit more wobble and a little bit more wobble, and voila, you have a flower. Super complicated. Super duper complicated. And you can fill it in, you can like make them wider, broader, you know, that kind of an outline of a flower anyway. And we add a little bit more water, and I'm gonna go in just add a little bit more here. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll find out. We find out when it dries. Yes, when it dries. I talked about this before. People who do ASMR journaling, and they do like that kind of tapping thing on the packaging, and they're gluing the stickers, and they're ripping the paper, and they're cutting. And if you are one of those, can you, my wish is that you do more ripping of paper, because oh my goodness, that is satisfying sound. Just kind of slowly rip the paper. Also cutting with scissor is also really, I'm not too big of a fan of the plastic packaging kind of thing. That's not really, yeah, no. So tapping on plastic packaging isn't really doing it for me, but I like this. This is pretty. This is pretty. Yes. And we have some there. Yay! Look at me making flowers. Yay! Yay! Looked so easy when she did it, and it is easy. Once you kind of, does it even look like flowers? Yeah, I think they look like flowers, right? Like little flowers like that. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna make some leaves. Yes. Oh, I'm really running low on all my green colors, so I'm gonna use the one that I have the most left of. Because, like, let me show you. So this is green, and this is green. So this one is the only one I have kind of a lot left of. Did I tell you I love green? So I'm just gonna do, oh, I need more green on my paintbrush. More pigment. These are so old, my paints. That's the nice thing. They kind of don't go old as long as you don't let them mold. The watercolor doesn't really go old. I feel that's too light. That's too light. Should we see if we can get some of this really dark green to function? Let's see if that's better. Oh, okay, fine. We're working with that. So let's grab a little green here, and let's go. Yes, let's do a little green outline to the flowers. so the background will kind of be green, and then the flower should, in my head, my flowers should pop a bit more. What are you thinking? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? That they should pop a little bit more if I go in and make background green. I'm thinking it will. Can you see me? Yes, you can. How nice. Oh, all of a sudden it's very green. That's nice. Can we go back a bit? Spread it out a bit. There we go. Yeah. 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 Like that. Like that. Oh, I like that. I like it. Like it. Yes. Yes. I need to add another thing to what makes me happy. And that is when I managed to do something I didn't think I could. Because I didn't think I can make flowers that look in this way. And I can. I always thought they were difficult to do. They are not. Please go try them. Please go try them. I need some water. There. Ooh, too much. Too much. Too much. And also have some toilet paper roll near. Oh, no, 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 no. Because then you can stop stuff like that. I really need some toilet paper. I get back. I had a dry wet wipe and I just dabbed. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm happy, guys. Happy Valentine's. Yes. I feel also Valentine's is a nice day to treat yourself with some love. Because we tend to be kind of bad at that, women in general, to actually love ourselves. Seem, at least talking to the ladies I know, we seem to be pretty good at putting ourselves down. And Valentine's Day is a day, ooh, you make me happy. It's a nice day to kind of be nice to yourself too. I know I'm not very nice with myself, and maybe today I should be. I am very happy, and then we put the word love on here maybe. But we're gonna let that dry because I want to go in with fine liner and do some little doodling and details. So I'm gonna put this aside. And now we're doing these. We're gonna paint some hearts. So I'm just gonna paint these hearts in little different colors. So maybe we go in with that mixed color here with this one. And I'm just kind of spreading paint. No more difficult or harder than that. So if you want to, you can work with shades. You can like be really fancy with them and kind of make it lighter where you want the kind of reflection to be, or you can go in with, you know, all of that stuff. I'm not going to do that today. Not today. Today I'm just going to put some color down. And I'm grabbing this, and this is what we're getting. So they're all going to be different. That's the plan anyway. And I'll be back when I have painted a few. Okay, so now I've painted some of these hearts, and I'm going to put them aside to dry. And we're going to grab this card, the last of the cards that I pre-made. And I'm going to put these aside. There. And we're grabbing this one. Now, I want some type of just colorful background. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There we go. So I want some kind of background for this. Maybe we'll make this card this way. No, let's keep it that way. We did the other one this way, so let's make this one. So I'm going to grab a wider brush. Just something a bit wider because I want... Now I don't have the big watercolor brushes, so I'm just going to go over... Now, the glue is that I glue this with is water-based. So I kind of want to move fast. And I'm just going to give it a bit of a... Oh, I should have made it green. There we go. And I am going to grab this thing and I'm going to dab. Because I just want very faint little color for the background. I just don't want it stark white. There. And I'm gonna let that dry. It's darker than, it's not as white in real life as it looks on camera. So there. I'm gonna let all of this dry and I get back to you when it is. Okay, so while these were drying, I just put together this little thing and it went so fast. So I'm gonna finish the cards and then we'll see where we end up. I also did a stamped love. Now I don't have like real red, I have burgundy. And yeah, I'm not too happy with the stamps, but I also not too happy with this because it's very bright. I feel I'm gonna cut this down a bit maybe. I feel it's too much white on there, so I'm gonna do what I did yesterday and kind of loosely following the letters like so and like so. I kind of like that rather than having just a boring rectangle like that. And let's go over the O. Now let's finish that in a little swoop down here. Let's do a little more swoop, like kind of like that. A little swoop. There we have that. I like that better. So we have this and we have this, and we're gonna doodle on those and we're gonna play with that. But now we're grabbing this and we're grabbing our hearts. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab my bigger hearts, 1, 2, and I have the third one under here, and I'm gonna glue them onto the page. Easier if you pull out the needle. Yes, more glue coming out that way. I need to refill my bottles again. I've been using quite a lot of glue. I'm almost out of glue. There's not much glue left in my container either. So yeah, might be a glueless rest of the month. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But projects like this kind of eat glue when I put a lot of layers and stuff like that. I'm gonna put this one here, and I feel this one should go up here, so I'm gonna do that one last. And I'm gonna do, so I'm kind of trying to not use the same colors between each other and kind of get the most contrast out of it as I can. And I'm going from biggest heart to the smallest. You don't have to do that. You can like go however you want. But I feel I'm going with the biggest to smallest. So I'm doing these 3 big guys. And then I'm going to do the medium. And then I'm going to do the smaller. And I'm trying to change the direction. You can have them all in the same direction if you want to. And you can start maybe with the biggest up here and go smaller and smaller and smaller. That's another alternative. Or have all the hearts the same size. But it's kind of a quick way. I haven't been gone long. Making that little booklet didn't take long when I didn't have to explain what I'm doing. Actually, crafting when talking takes a lot longer than otherwise. So we have that one that way, we have that one that way, so let's kind of keep this one. Let's put this one over here. There we go. There we go. I was debating if I was going to ink the edges, but no, I'm not going to. So I'm going to finish gluing on these hearts. Okay, so I grabbed this, but I'm kind of tempted to go around the whole thing with this, and I think I'm going to do that. So this is not the best gold pen I've had, but I just feel like I would love to have had white marker. That's next on my bucket list. I had green ink pad for a while, and now it's getting white, different types of white markers, fine liners, like Posca and stuff like that, because I feel you can add so much dimension with adding white to well, pretty much any project. I was about to say paintings, but that's not the word I was looking for. Yeah, and we keep going, and I'm gonna go around the whole thing. And I don't know, I'm sitting really far away. I also sitting on the edge of the chair, so the chair is almost at the shelves behind me. I have no idea where I'm that far away. I have a few gaps, but I'm gonna leave those. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go in with the black one to kind of mark out the hearts a bit more. Now you can do like either just simply follow the heart, or you can make little you know, little patterns around the hearts. So like doodles, that's the word I was looking for. Goodness, you can doodle your heart, you can fill them in, you can doodle in them, or you can, you know, do a lot of different things. So something like that. Let's continue, and for this one, let's do a little woggly around. Little woggle, 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 woggle. Just to make them pop a little bit more, make them a little bit more interesting. And we can do this. And wait. Still a bit wet from the paint and slightly wet from the glue too. So yeah, something like that. And what should we do here? Let's do a double line for this one. Let's go down here. And let's go second line here. And let's do a little, like a little street almost around it. There. So I'm gonna keep going and I'll be right back. Okay, so I almost forgot to press record again. So I went around the edges with all of them and made them all a little bit different than each other. And also went around the whole thing with the black marker too, and not just the gold one. But I feel I want something here, and I'm tempted to paint it green, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm gonna cut it off. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of space here. So I'm not gonna go all the way into the heart. I'm gonna leave a little bit. Now the question is, do I want to leave approximately the same amount of space around everything, or should I go? I can't do that because sometimes I'm closer to the edge than others, and I do want the text to be shown, that it's so you can see that it's from a book page. So I don't want to cut too much off either. This is kind of tricky to get that. Let's follow that heart shape a little bit there. Now let's go back up, do a little bit there. It's very thick. Something like that maybe. Something like this, and then something like that, and then something like this. I don't want to go too far in there. And let's keep that. Now I have this. Now the question is, do I want to put love up here, or do I want to put it down here? It kind of disappears down here. I feel it needs to be in the center. Yeah, let's keep it in the center. However, since all of them have lines around them, I want to do something around love too. And there we have it. It's a bit faint. I I don't know, these letters, when I stamp them, it's never really juicy. And I've been using ugly scrap paper, and this is a perfect time to use them. If they have the white backside, it's perfect, or one color I should say. That is absolutely perfect. You can use them for tags and labels, and you can do so many fun things. Do I want it angled? Yeah, let's put it like that. There. I'm kind of happy. I want to ink the edges on this one. Let's yum yum yum. And I like when you I like getting funny shaped cards. I got a cat card once. It wasn't homemade. It was store bought, with a cat in a basket. A kitten, actually, a little kitten in a basket. It was so cute. But it also had like the shape of the head of the cat, kitten, and I love that. And the basket. There, we have one card. One little Valentine's card. It's almost dark outside. So let's grab this one. And I'm thinking this one. So I'm going to ink the edges right away because I know I'm going to do it. And I know I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it. And I know I'm going to do it. And I'm going to ink the edges on this. This isn't really red, it's more burgundy, but we didn't use red colors, so I feel it fits pretty nice. There. There. And there. No, come on. Give me some ink. Give me some ink. There we go. So that is inked and that is inked. And now I'm gonna go in with my fine liner. And I'm thinking maybe I should, no, leaving that for that one. So, what are we gonna do here? First of all, I want the heart to pop a bit more. So I want these lines to be thicker. Actually, do I have the other? I have a thicker fine liner. Hang on. Oh goodness, I just took a peek on my other phone. So I record for my secondhand shop on that phone. It's not like super expensive phones or anything. It's like cheaper phones, both of my phones. But I had to put two videos together, and then you need to save it in order for it to be one video. And I tried to save it, and it won't let me. It says I don't have enough storage. So I checked the storage, and I had 28 gigabytes of storage. And the video is 7.8 gigabytes. So I have more than enough storage. I restarted the phone. I've had it off. I had it on. No. It keeps claiming that I don't have enough storage. And I do have enough storage. Bugs me. Tech that doesn't work is something that really triggers me. So I have 2 days video there that's gonna need to go up, and I just can't get them together. So maybe I have to change everything and do 2 separate days. So I do yesterday and today separately. I don't know, but that's another channel. But that's kind of the stuff I have struggled with this phone too. Now that it was so easy when I had a laptop, I just filmed, took it over to the laptop, put it in there, put them together, and end of story. You know, no struggling with full phones. And I mean, if I have 28 gigabytes of clean empty storage, I should be able to save a video that's 7.8 gigabytes. I mean, logic? No, it refused to let me. It is so frustrating. And then someone said, oh, but they keep hidden, because I deleted, like every day when I film, I delete afterwards because I need the space on the phone. And they say, oh, they keep a backlog for 30 days. And it's a backlog that I can't delete. It's a backlog I can't do anything about, apparently. Because I emptied out the trash bin and all of that stuff. So it's not that. something that I can't see and can't access. And I had the phone shut off the whole time where I've been filming this and sitting in here. I just turned it on now when I went to get my pen just to see if it could work, but no. Still claims I don't have enough storage. And yes, I have clean cache and cookies and all of that fun stuff. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, I like this. It looks so much better now that I have like a thicker black line on it. I like this. You make me happy again. Let's forget stupid phones. It's just a bit frustrating. I can fix it. I mean, I can just upload 2 separate videos instead. But hey, it's gonna be... Oh, I forgot heart here. I forgot the little heart here. And shall we add some lines here, maybe? Because that, like that. So now let's add a little line there, and let's add a little line here and there. There we go. So we have love. Now I kind of want black. I kind of want love in black now. Let's do that. If I want that, let's do it. So I'm just gonna fill in the stamped letters with my, oops, it's a bit too tiny to hold on to. And I'm shading myself. Can you see what I'm doing? It kind of. Just actually like this better. Yes. Just need to hold on to the paper because I like this better. Now we can even change the shape of the letters too if we want to. There, and let's do this, and let's do the little heart in the center. Kind of like that, and like that. There. And let's do oops. Well, that's gonna be a funny L, but hey, let's do a little like that. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hop in with this one. Oh, should we go around the edges on this one with this? No. It could be nice to go around with like a black and make the edges really dark and pop out and make... We can do this. We can do this. We're gonna do this with a fine liner. Yes. And we're leaving a bit up there at the top, and we're going down like that. Yes. And I'm leaving a little bit, stopping right before the corner, and we're gonna go like there. Where did it end? There. Something like that. And there. I kind of want to do it double, but no, I'm not going to. Let's, and I want to do like fun edges, and but it's going to take forever. And I just want to put this. Yeah. I really would like to go in with some white, but I don't have any white pens. To give it like a little... I do have white acrylic. I do have white gesso though, but no. We're not going to complicate things more. Oh, I know what I want to do. You know, I could go in and give the heart some shadow, but we're gonna do this one first. So what do I want to do here? Actually, I kind of like it the way it is, but I want to darken the edges slightly, and I'm gonna do that with the green. It's a different type of green, so I think it will pop a bit, even though it's green against green. Yeah, it does show up good. That's what I thought, just to give it a little bit of an edge without being too much, so to speak. So that means I'm gonna go take this little love, come here, and I'm gonna go around it with green too, to make it a love, make it lovely. Oh, sorry. Not really. There we go. Yeah, but I kind of want that. Wish I had painted this one too, but hey, live and learn. Next time. And wonder how long I mean, I was struggling with the phone for the other video for about 3 hours. It's really frustrating. So I lost 3 hours there just for tech issues. Oh, glorious fun. Oops, went off the edge. There. Kind of like there. I don't want too much. And now I want a butterfly. Shall we do one of those that I made here? One of these. I feel it's too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. Too big. So let's skip that part. Okay. But we made 3 cards. So I made this, and now you can write on the back and, you know, all of that. Shall we ink the back too? Let's do that. Gives it a bit more finished look. Feels like half done if I ink the front and not the back. There. So we have this card, little love here. We have this one. And we have this one. So I see I have done 1 hour 19 minutes, so I'm gonna make this one in a separate video with this because I need to upload this. It's getting late, and what time do we have now? It's already 5 p.m. so yeah, not as late as I have done the last few days, but it's later than I had planned. So I'm gonna do this separately, and I will see you all tomorrow for 15 days of decluttering. And guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. You guys mean so much, so much. So this is for you. Love, love, love. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.